Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Roofers Coffee Shop soundstage. My name is Karen Edwards, and we are going to be doing this Roofing Road Trips podcast live, literally on the road at Lone Depot Park in Miami at the CertainTeed Business Builders Workshop. Oh, that's a mouthful.
It is.
And I am sitting here with Ben from Peninsula Roofing. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, wow. So what an incredible event this has been so far. I'm curious, well, first of all, let's talk about who you are and your company and what you do. So introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Ben Cunningham. I'm a roofing contractor out of Northeast Florida in the Jacksonville area. I actually started my company a year ago. A year and a month ago, I started my company. I got my roofing license, my Florida roofing license in 2024. And just kind of took the experience that I've had from past roofing companies of almost about a decade and just kind of rolled it into this company that I started.
Wow, that's one, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a little scary, right? It's a bold step when you're going from used to getting a regular paycheck to, oh my gosh, this really is all on me now.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, and how is it going a year into it?
You know, the first year, my mindset was just kind of learn the steps, kind of crawl so I could walk and walk so I could run. Was kind of my mindset. And so first year was great, just kind of, you get a little bumped up and bruised a little bit. But this year, I've been able to take all those lessons from the first year and apply them, and we're having a great start to this year so far.
That is fantastic. Now, talk to me a little bit about CertainTeed's role in helping your business get up and running.
Yeah, CertainTeed's been super helpful and great. Their contractor programs that they have, helping with getting branded gear and like signs and things like that, and just educating roofing company owners and contractors. It's been really super helpful.
Yeah. So is this your first time attending a CertainTeed Business Builder Workshop?
This is, yeah. I know there was one last year that was in Tampa. I couldn't make that one, but
go.
I was like, Miami, I'm going to be there.
Oh, yes, yes. So what are your thoughts of the event so far?
It's been really great. It's been really interesting to learn from all the vendors and see these other roofing companies and kind of pick their brain. Not everyone's in the same market here, across the state of Florida or across, just the southeast region. And, everyone's just kind of is very open about just everyone wants to get better and just learn. So that's a really great thing about this.
Yes, and that's why we as an industry in Florida, the more we can learn about how to better run our business, about how to better install. I just dropped my notes, so I'm going to pick those up. How to better install the products, how to help educate homeowners. Then overall as an industry, we're all better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So what sessions have you attended today? I know you attended our podcast class earlier today. How did we do?
Y'all did great. I loved it.
Thanks.
It was really good. A lot of good information there. Good basic outline, I think, for starting a podcast, something that I'm hoping to do this year.
Yeah.
I've got it in my calendar, and
that.
Usually when it's in my calendar, it happens. So we'll see.
That's the commitment. Put it in the calendar, and it's going to happen. So what do you want your podcast? I'm sure you've been thinking about this for a while. What are you going to talk about?
I really want to talk about there's a lot of issues with roofing. I feel like the big thing with Florida is homeowners insurance.
Yeah.
So I would really like to have people on who are experts in this field and just completely explain things to people. Sometimes I need it explained to me just like I'm a third grader,
Right.
And just kind of put it in plain English and then kind of expose some of the things that are, shine some light on things that need to be exposed. And that's really kind of what my goal is, kind of getting into it, but I know it'll kind of spread and, kind of have a mind of its own. down the line.
Yeah, no, that's important because as you invite guests who are experts in a certain area, you're not only educating those listening to the podcast, but you're learning yourself.
Right.
I learned so much from talking to podcast guests.
Yeah.
It's really fabulous.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like my goal of it all, is just to have fun learning while kind of creating something that is educational for other people as well.
Well, exactly. And, you may be educating other contractors along the way as well.
Exactly, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. I've been trying to play with some names. I was thinking like across the peninsula, since like Peninsula Roofing.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
Ask
I'm going to do a poll
AI.
or something on Instagram.
Yeah, and ask ChatGPT or whatever AI agent you use and explain, this is my goal. I want to do a podcast on these kinds of issues. This is my company name. How can we play off of that? And you'll get so many ideas.
Yeah. No, I think so. I think I had done this already, and Across the Peninsula was one that I really liked. There's a few other good ones, but
we'll keep our eye out. So look for that to launch sometime in the 2026.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so as a new-ish contractor, having your own business, I should say, because you've been in roofing for a while.
Yes.
What are you seeing in terms of 2026 moving forward? Any opportunities, any trends, whether that's residential or commercial?
That's a great question. I think overall, industry-wide, the big thing for a lot of companies is they're getting AI products involved in their company. They're having these AI answering agents that are answering the phone or sending text or, having discussions with homeowners and setting appointments and things like this. So that's something that I think is really exciting and new that's happening. I think, I think for Florida, a constant trend that I'm seeing is the insurance issues that I mentioned earlier.
Right.
I think that's kind of persisting. I think there's some things going on in Tallahassee that could maybe rectify this, but we'll see what happens. But that's kind of like my overall view of kind of some cool things going on right now.
How are you using AI and technology in your business without giving away your company's secrets?
Yeah, well, I will admit the one thing that I use it for the most is I try to create, content on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm not the most creative guy. So I'll kind of talk to it, give it a prompt of just, hey, these are things that I want to talk about in a video about, talk about a Landmark Pro product or something like that. I want to discuss its allergy resistance warranty or something, and it'll kind of help you create a script. And that's kind of one way that I've been using it.
That's a great idea. Yeah, give me some talking points about the benefits of this product or the warranties or why a homeowner should consider it.
Yeah, and just you can spend a lot time just getting lost on ChatGPT. Just
you can.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
You can spend a lot of time on Roofers Coffee Shop too. We've got so much information out there.
Yes.
And I tell you what, CertainTeed has been a great partner with us, and we love coming to these events and just meeting contractors and talking to contractors like yourself.
Yeah.
And it's been. I'd like to know what, now that you're here, you missed the one in Tampa. Are you going to keep coming to these events?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's a great experience just to be around all the people from, the distributors to everybody at CertainTeed, meeting people from their main offices in Pennsylvania and everything.
Yeah.
I definitely will keep coming to these just because I'm learning a lot, but I just like kind of being close to a company like CertainTeed, and I feel like they really care about their contractors and therefore the homeowners and everyone in between.
Yeah, they sure do. I mean, to do this event regionally, especially as a small business owner, you don't always have the time or the budget to travel to the main shows like the International Roofing Expo. So how important is it that CertainTeed brings these regionally to you?
I think it's super important. It gives you an opportunity to go get these trainings in your backyard, to improve your skills, to level up each and every year, because growth is everyone's goal at the end of the day, and that really does help all these contractors.
So do you have favorite CertainTeed products or systems? Like, do you have a go-to, or?
When it comes to colors, I don't know why. I love the pewter gray. That is my go-to color. When people ask me what color they should put on the roof,
you always recommend pewter gray.
Usually. Well, I go off to their front door. Sometimes they'll say, well, this or that, colonial slate, but pewter gray is my go-to.
Now, what about the tools that CertainTeed provides for you as one of their contractors? Like, there's a visualizer tool. How are you using those tools in your business from day to day?
Yeah, just using them to kind of teach the homeowners, kind of walk them through the process of everything, kind of giving them a better idea of the final product at the end of the day. That's really how I've been using them.
What would you say is most important to the homeowners when they do need a new roof and you're working with them? What kind of questions do they ask, especially in Florida? Because Florida is a unique market, a lot different from the rest of the continental U.S., different weather, different extremes.
Yeah.
What are those things that matter to the homeowners that you're able to give them by using CertainTeed products?
Well, I think a unique thing to Florida is, a lot of times when roofs are getting to a certain age, they're having these issues with their insurance rates and things like that increasing. A lot of times homeowners are asking me, why do I want to use this why should I even use a Landmark Pro, and shouldn't I just get a Landmark? I'm going to have to do this again in ever so many years. And you got to really just, explain to them why these products are better or what this upgrade is and things like that. And that's kind of the real thing that I've kind of noticed here. It's not so like cut and dry, maybe like in Texas where it's you got this class 4 hail rating, or somewhere like in Colorado or Utah where you're getting these hailstorms all the time.
Right.
It's a kind of unique kind of thing that I found with Florida.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, color's the hardest thing, I think, for people to pick, right?
At the end of the day, it's usually it's always the wife, but it takes it can take up the most time of the meeting. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So so far today, we're about halfway through. Mm-hmm. What are some things that you've picked up, or maybe weren't expecting out of your experience here today?
I think I'm not really sure. I think it's just been great being here at this stadium and being here with everyone. Not really sure. Kind of stumped me on that one. I'm sorry.
I know. We didn't talk about that question ahead of time, but I always say, is there something that stood out? And you mentioned the venue, of course. It's an amazing venue, but I've noticed that the contractors who are here are so friendly and open and willing to talk to you.
Yeah.
They want to know you.
No,
they
you're
want
right.
to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone. I hadn't kind of mentioned that earlier. You're right, and everyone is really just like the camaraderie is great. Everyone's having a good time. The sessions are really great where you can kind of dive deep in these products that you can get through the Contractor's Edge program with CertainTeed and things like that. So.
One of the ways that CertainTeed has done a really good job of making it a little easier to network is their app that they use for this event. It has a news feed similar to like a Facebook or other social media. And people have been posting photos all day. They had the mascot walking around, views from the park. Have you been using that app to navigate the event today?
I have, yeah. I've been using it to figure out the lay of the land and kind of see what everyone's been up to. And kind of browsing all the sessions and the breakouts and all that.
What's on your radar for this afternoon?
This afternoon, I think, I've got another session about doing some sales mastering stuff. So I'm excited to kind of dive into that, kind of make sure that I can tighten up that process in my company.
Yeah. Hey, that's important. And, not everybody is a sales person. And as someone who starts their own company, so often your marketing, your sales, your estimating, I'm changing hats here is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, how much of that are you doing yourself? Or, what's your team look like?
I'm doing it all.
You're doing it all. See?
Yeah, that's what makes it kind of tough at the early stages, is that you have to be able to be a marketing guy, be your own accountant, be the sales master, and like put things to processes in that sense. So, yeah, but that's the kind of the why we do it though,
and why you're here too, because there are sales classes, there is a podcast class, there's demos, hands-on demos. I mean, there's new products being showcased.
Exactly.
So you are exactly in the right place, doing what you need to do, and you get it all in one day.
Exactly. Yeah, and the weather here.
Right. Who can argue? It's like beautiful. I don't know how much you can see behind us. There's a window, but man, I wish I was outside right now.
Yeah, it's like 75 degrees, and I think it's snowing everywhere else. So
yes, yeah,
that's just the
beautiful venue. And CertainTeed has just done an incredible job. This is I don't know. They've been doing this for a couple of years, and I think the events just keep getting better. They get more dialed in, and they really listen to the feedback from folks like you about what are you looking for, right? You have conversations with your territory manager,
right?
And you may see like, hey, I really want to know how I can use AI better to do things and help me in my business. And you have that conversation. The next BBW event, there may be a session on just that.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I think what goes to show is that this is the largest attendance that they've had at any of these events this year.
500 contractors.
Yeah, so I think that kind of speaks for itself, is that this is a growing trend and people are getting a ton of value out of it.
And that there's a need, right? There's a need for support and education because, as you know, you're doing everything in your business. It's real easy to feel like you're on an island and nobody is there to help you and support you, but you're getting that today from CertainTeed.
Yeah, they're helping me build a roadmap for this year and the next year and the next 5 years, 10 years. And they're a great partner to have in your corner.
Well, Ben, we plan on coming to these events for a long time, so we're going to make sure we have you back in a couple of years.
Yes.
And we're going to hear how your business has grown and how it's done that because of the support you receive from CertainTeed.
Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's exciting. Wow. Thank you, everybody out there, for watching, for listening this Roofing Road Trips. We encourage you to subscribe on your favorite podcast platforms. We're going to keep coming to you live today from this event. So be sure to, if you're not on our YouTube channel right now, head on over there. We're going to have a full playlist, and we want to see you on a future episode.